Tonight we're hearing directly from the team's general manager, who recently told the Toronto Sun that there's been a sharp decline in Canadian fans coming to games in reaction to tariffs, and also President Trump repeatedly saying it should become the 51st state. Add in a very wet spring so far, and attendance is down significantly. Through the first 21 home games, the Bisons have averaged about 4,300 fans in the stands, compared to a couple thousand more per game last year. Now, there's nothing they can do about the weather, of course, but the Bisons front office has been reaching out directly to Canadian fans to try to get their input. And because of the weaker Canadian dollar, the Bisons are also extending the discounted ticket rate for the entire season, instead of that expiring at the end of May. A short time ago, I talked about all of that with Bisons general manager Anthony Sprague, and I began by asking him about that 30% drop in fans at home games so far.
How do you put those numbers in context?
Yeah, I mean, if you had to rank them, I do rank the weather probably being the biggest deterrent from not just Canadians, anyone, coming to watch a baseball game when it's rainy and 40 degrees. It's not that much fun. But no doubt the advanced ticket sales and metrics that we can see from that are certainly down from previous years. And you look back to when we had Guerrero and Bichette and Biggio here was probably the peak of what the Canadian sales were, what we always strive to get back to. But yeah, certainly even from average years, we're down because of all those factors.
You're actively reaching out to these Canadian fans who have been loyal over the years. Have you gotten feedback from that yet?
Yeah, quite a bit of feedback actually, and I'd say virtually all of it positive. No one is faulting us for reaching out, telling them to come down. Enjoy Bison's game, enjoy the city. They're all saying, hey, we love you guys, but just the context of their national pride is kind of outweighing their drive to come down and see a game.
And you can incentivize them by doing what you're doing, right? Which is extending the period of time in which they can get the discounted rate.
Right, yeah, and we've traditionally done Canadian at par. As long as I've been here, there's been some version of that, and we just felt like with the context of everything going on, we wanted to go above and beyond for this year to really let them know we're here. They're still part of our family. We want to still be part of their summer family and come down at any point during the year, and you can get that Canadian at par discount either online or cash at the box office.
Finally, summer in Buffalo is always beautiful. Spring can be very tricky.
Yes.
How much are you looking forward to that better weather and your message to Bisons fans?
I keep saying, next homestand it's going to be great. Now the next homestand, and I believe that anyone that didn't come earlier in the season because it was chilly and rainy and cold, we're going to have that, that's going to double every game coming through here once the weather finally turns here. I can't remember a worse spring weather-wise that we've had, both temperature and rain-wise. So I think people are itching to get out and start their summers. Even this homestand looks pretty good for certain days. Big one here with our school kids day on Thursday, Star Wars on Friday, youth baseball day Sunday. We're hoping that maybe the temperature will sneak up a little bit, but we're really looking forward to those warm, beautiful summer days here.
Anthony Sprague, general manager of the Buffalo Bisons, thanks so much for taking time for us.
Michael, thank you. Appreciate it.